Hi everyone, Pam Gregory, astrologer. I'm going to be speaking to you today about the second half of February and in particular the new moon that we have coming up in Aquarius on the 18th. This is the second of 6 supermoons this year, so as we know, supermoons always exert a strong gravitational and electromagnetic pull on the Earth, the tides, and on our own electromagnetic fields. So sensitive people often feel that, and they often get downloads of information. They often feel big energy shifts during a period of a supermoon. It's interesting also that we have 2 new moons in the same sign. We had a new moon in Aquarius on the 20th of January, right at the beginning, 00 of Aquarius. This new moon on the 18th of February is right at the very last degree of Aquarius, and that's unusual, but we've had a run of these new moons, full moons, right at the beginning, right at the end of signs. And that suggests to me that we're really living in a very important time of endings and beginnings. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, so many people might experience sudden, out-of-the-blue happenings, opportunities coming to them over the period of this new moon. On the 11th of February, Mercury moves from its retrograde motion forwards. It moves direct in Aquarius through the early degrees of Aquarius, back over, in fact, the early degrees that it was transiting at the beginning of January. So it may well be that you revisit but also progress some ideas and thoughts that you had very early in the year, but you're now starting to put them into action because Mercury is moving direct. So it's a very positive period from that point of view. Then the new moon happens on the 18th of February. It happens exactly at 3:47 p.m. PST, 6:47 p.m. EST, and 11:47 p.m. GMT. And it's at 29 degrees, 59 minutes of Aquarius, right at the end of Aquarius. People who are likely to feel this most are anyone born between the 16th to the 20th of February, the 18th to the 22nd of May, the 20th to the 24th of August or November. And it's very interesting, this new moon, because it is exactly at the midpoint of the Uranus-Pluto square. So it's shining a light on the Uranus-Pluto symbolism that we've talked about so often over the last 3 years. So again, we may well see manifestations of sudden turbulence or uncertainty or disruption, some of the many things we've seen over the last 3 years happening in the world. But for ourselves individually, it could bring about significant breakthroughs, breakthroughs in energy, breakthroughs in understanding. So it can be very exciting. It's very interesting that because this new moon is right at the last minute of Aquarius, it's really a blend of Aquarius and Pisces energy. And that's emphasised by the fact that we have several planets in each of those signs. We have the Sun, Moon and Mercury in Aquarius. And Aquarius energy is very inventive. It's very much about finding your pure truth, your individuality that you want to express. And then in Pisces we have Venus, Mars, Neptune and Chiron. And this is a much more spiritual, compassionate, creative, tuning into source kind of energy. So the blend of these is really about realizing our interconnectedness and finding creative and inventive ways to express our unique individuality, but in ways that will also help society. So it's really positive. And what will help us as well, right until the end of the month, in fact, we have Jupiter in Leo in trine aspect, which is very positive, to Uranus in Aries. And this feels exhilarating. It's a feeling of inspiration. It's a feeling of freedom and breakthrough and windfalls and sudden unexpected things happening, such as inventions, that sort of thing. It's very positive and it's very exciting and exuberant. And what helps as well from the 19th of February is that Mars also moves into Aries. This is much more action-oriented, it's assertive, and it's now on a kind of run through to March where it will conjunct Uranus, but more of that in later videos in March. Then in the last week of February, we have the Sun coming to conjunct Neptune. And this again is wonderful. It's creative, it helps us to connect to a finer perception. So you may be able to see and sense energy more easily. It's really about a very fine understanding of our connection to Source. And Neptune will remain in Pisces right up until 2025. So it's really there for us. Neptune is very comfortable in Pisces. It's the sign that it rules. It's really there for us to help feel that sensitive yin energy of connectedness. So it's a really positive but quite complex month in terms of energy. So just ask yourself, where does 29:59 minutes of Aquarius fall in your chart? This is always a new beginning, a new moon. It's a particularly powerful new beginning because it's a supermoon. So which area of life is being energized and activated for you? And if you'd like more information about my book or more free monthly information, just check out my website, www.thenextstep.uk.com. Thanks for listening, and we're going to have a powerful month of change in March, and I'll be speaking about that next month. Have a wonderful new moon. Thank you.